3 out of Colorado's 14 high school signees on early National Signing Day were offensive linemen. We're going to do another deep dive on one of those 3 players. Y'all be sure, smash that like, subscribe. I'll link my playlist to all the deep dives as I release them in the comments and the description so you guys can keep up to date with what we got going on. But this is going to be an offensive lineman that has a lot of upside that I think has fallen under the radar for a lot of programs, but somebody that was spotted by the great eye of Coach Phil Holt early on, and that is Jay Gardenhire, 6'8", 330-pound offensive tackle, likely a right tackle here at the next level. That was also what he was playing at West Bloomfield there in Michigan. Now, did move out to Michigan last year before his senior year. Guys, his mom got her doctorate at Harvard. Wow. So that probably explains growing up in New Jersey, playing ball at New Jersey. And again, he's got the brains for this. You can see he's got the body for it. So that's a great combination. You got the size, the body, and you got the brains. And his coach at West Bloomfield, Michigan, has talked about just how hard of a worker he is, how intelligent he is, and I think had a really great year. So let's dive into some of his highlights, and I can talk a little bit more about him, but love to get into this. All right, here we go. Whoops. So you'll see him number 71. I mean, he really sticks out just because, I mean, look how much bigger he is than that left tackle number 73. He's another one of these pancake machines. You know, I call Chauncey Gooden the, Gooden pancake factory or company. And Jay Gardenhire might need his own pancake factory as well after watching this highlight tape. Initially, he got into contact with Coach Holt. I can't remember offhand what his weight was prior going into his senior year, but Coach Holt issued an ultimatum. Hey, if you can keep your weight in this range and lose some weight, keep it in range, you'll get a scholarship here. He did that. He's weighed as much, I think, as, 350, 360 pounds. CU has him weighing in now at 330. And again, for a guy who's 6'8" with that amount of weight on him, I do think that he moves rather well. And I want to give credit to Brandon Davis Swain. Even though they weren't teammates at West Bloomfield because of when Jay Gardenhire moved to West Bloomfield, Brandon Davis Swain did still develop a relationship with him when he would come back and visit home. He was an early enrollee last year. So I think Brandon Davis Swain did a lot to really help get Jay Gardenhire very interested in what was going on at CU. And then you saw his recruitment kind of kick up throughout the summer. And so again, Jay Gardenhire is one of these guys that fits to a T, the prototype of offensive tackle, of offensive lineman that he's going for. Guys who are 6'7", 6'8", 350 pounds, right? That maybe could become a little bit more quick if they lose some weight, add some agility, speed to their game, kind of built in the same mold of Phil Holt himself, right? And I think I would imagine, guys, that when Phil Holt's watching this tape on Jay Gardenhire, you see that, yeah, he probably sees some of himself in Jay Gardenhire, in a Carde Smith, in a Chauncey Gooden, right? A guy that I just love that he bullies guys on the field. Now you can see him going inside a little bit there, and look how far he pushes that guy back with the help of his left tackle. See him getting some work in here at left tackle against 65. And again, at the high school level, once he got his hands on somebody, it was pretty much over. And, with some of those quicker guys, sometimes it can be hard to keep up with those speedy guys off the edge, but he did a good job of clamping that guy down on the edge right there. And I see him more of as a developmental guy. Not necessarily a guy who's going to come in and compete for starting snaps in his first year, which again, guys, Jordan Seaton is the exception to the rule when it comes to that, right? But I think that he's definitely got some characteristics that you can't teach, like this size, like the frame that he's got. I absolutely love that he's a buff, and I can't wait to see what Phil Oldholt does with him. But again, his wingspan, I love the aggression in which he plays with. Again, his coaches have talked about just how intelligent of a player he is. Again, his mom's a Harvard graduate with a doctorate. That is not common. That's really awesome. And so I do just want to give credit to all the coaching staffs that have worked with him over at DePaul in New Jersey, as well as um, uh, get to the recruiting page as well in his family. He seems like he's a perfect fit for what we're building here, and I can't wait to see how guys being brought in this early in the offensive line pipeline, where they go from here, how they develop. I'm just very, very intrigued. 24/7 Adam rated as the number 36 player overall. ESPN had in Michigan. ESPN had him rated as the 24th best player in Michigan. So really, really intriguing player. I don't believe he had too many like Power Four offers, if I remember offhand, but he didn't have an extensive kind of big time recruiting. I do wonder, like, I know that Wes Bloomfield's coach did talk a lot about DePaul and how they do things over there really, really well, but I do wonder if he kind of did fall under the radar because of that. And uh, we locked up his commitment in recruitment even before his senior year started. So, yeah, if you even go back and look at his senior year or his junior year tape compared to his senior year, like I even feel like he's moving better. And that's continuing to improve every single year. So, again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Jay Gardenhire, really thrilled to have you as a buff, man. Can't wait to see you here on campus. I haven't been able to verify or see if he's an early enrollee. So, y'all let me know in the comments if he is an early enrollee, okay? And again, guys, I'm going to be coming out with some more deep dives later on. Later tomorrow and this weekend, hopefully finishing up the high school class before Monday, and then we can fully get into all the transfer portal madness that's going to happen with the transfer portal already opening. Do want to give a congratulations, Shador, offensive player of the year in the Big 12. That's amazing. BJ Green, Big 12 newcomer of the year, and who do we see? Nikai Hill Green. Or no, who was it? Was it BJ Green, Shador Sanders, and Travis Hunter, I believe, all getting all conference honors. And then Nikai Hill Green, second team all conference honors. So want to congratulate them. It's wonderful. So glad to see them get recognition. Now let's get Nikai Hill Green to the Hula Bowl, right? So thank you guys so much. I will be back again later. As always, go Buffs.